Hello, my name is Renee Yancey, and I will be presenting my Windshield Survey Community Assessment for the area of Louisa County, Virginia. This assessment is for the nursing course 4654, Rural and Public Health at University of Virginia's College at UVAWSE. To begin, let's define the Windshield Survey Community Assessment. A windshield survey, according to Rector and Stanley, is an assessment to gain first-hand data of a community. This is done by driving or walking around and interacting with the community members to become familiarized with the community. The community assessment is the process of determining the real or perceived needs of a particular community. Windshield surveys and community assessments are essential when conducting an evaluation for a community. Louisa County is located at the central Piedmont region of Virginia. It is named for Princess Louisa, the daughter of King George II and Queen Caroline. Louisa has two towns, the town of Louisa and the town of Mineral. Louisa is bordered by the counties of Orange, Fluvanna, Hanover, Goochland, Spotsylvania, and Albemarle. The closest cities are Richmond, Charlottesville, and Fredericksburg. According to the 2020 U.S. Census, Louisa's size is 514 square miles, making it the 25th largest county in Virginia by total area. There are 7 districts of Louisa. They are Green Springs, Louisa, Patrick Henry, Mineral, Cuckoo, Jackson, and the Mountain Road District. Representatives from these areas make up the Board of Supervisors. Because Louisa encompasses 2 towns, I will be using the zip codes 23093 for Louisa and 23117 for Mineral. Louisa is considered an agricultural and rural residential county. According to the county website, about 10% of the county is developed as urban, residential, or industrial. 71% in natural and planted forest lands. 16% in crop, pasture, and open land, and 3% and water bodies. This map here indicates the 2040 plan of Louisa Board of Supervisors has for Louisa County land use. According to the plan, the areas of growth allow for responsible growth while keeping rural areas rural. The gray area indicates the areas that will remain rural in character, which shows that the majority of the 514-acre county will remain rural in nature. The green area indicates the National Historical District area of Green Springs. The diagonal striped area indicates agricultural and forest areas. The yellow color signifies the planned areas for future residential use in the towns of Louisa and Mineral. Mixed-use areas are indicated by the pink color. The orange area indicates for low-density residential future growth, while the dark gray area shows industrial future growth. The housing that was seen during my drive around the county were mainly single-family homes. There were other housing structures in Louisa, such as trailers and apartments. There are several residential developments or neighborhoods located within the county. There are 7 total apartment complexes. Included in this number is Spring Oak, an assisted living facility, and Epworth Manor, a community for individuals 62 and older or whose mobility is impaired. There is also a nursing home for individuals needing long-term care, which is located in the town of Louisa. In Louisa and Mineral, most households are owned or have a mortgage and are primary residences. The U.S. Census of 2020 stated the total for the entire county are 17,489 units. Of this amount, 14,921 are occupied, while 2,568 are vacant. The occupancy characteristics by type of households are mainly married couple families. This number is 7,521. For male households with no spouse present, it's 436. And for female households with no spouse, is 924. During my drive around the county, I noticed there were people driving about. I saw a few people walking, a gentleman from the county office building, another going into a doctor's office, a family walking from a business, and a woman walking with her child in a stroller. There were many people going in and out of different buildings. I saw mainly two ethnicities, Caucasian and African American. There was an equal number of males and females, and middle-aged to older individuals. School buses were also seen as it was close to the time for dismissal of the public school students. For the most part, I saw people getting about the county in their personal vehicles. Data from the Census Bureau stated the largest share of households in Louisa County have 2 cars. With the county so spread out, it seems to be the most effective way to get around. I did see the jaunt service during the drive around the community. The jaunt service is currently a free public transit system for residents that connects them to the surrounding counties, as well as to all of Central Virginia. Jaunt can take residents to work, medical appointments, shopping trips, to school, and anywhere in between. An area that was suggested to be explored was the commute of many Louisa County residents have for work. 62% of residents have more than a 30-minute commute. The Louisa public school system has 4 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school. The county's public school system provides education for nearly 5,400 students. The student-to-teacher ratio is 22-1 in the elementary schools and 17-1 in the secondary schools. All of Louisa County public schools are fully accredited by the Virginia Department of Education. The county also has an alternative education center for students at the middle and high school levels. The high school has an extensive career and technical education department and access to a governor's school. For adult learners, there is the Adult Community Education of Louisa. This service provides Louisa County residents GED preparation, basic literacy program to improve reading comprehension, ESOL, which is English for Speakers of Other Languages classes, family mentors, and workshops to help improve employment skills. There are 5 private schools in Louisa County. The private schools are religiously affiliated. 3 of the private schools, Grace Christian Academy, Piedmont Christian, and Salem Christian School, provide PK to 12th grade. Mineral Christian and New Life are preschools. There is also a Head Start program sponsored by Monticello Area Community Action Agency. This program is designed to help preschool children of low-income families. For higher education, residents must go out of the county for this service, as there are no higher institutions within the county. However, there are higher institutions located in Goochland, Richmond, Charlottesville, Fredericksburg, and Ashland. The Louisa.gov website says there are almost 60 churches representing most Protestant denominations in the Catholic faith in Louisa County. However, Jewish synagogues are established in neighboring cities. For healthcare services in Louisa, there are 3 primary care practices, 4 dental practices, 3 obstetrician practices, 2 rehabilitation and physical therapy facilities, 1 chiropractor office, and 1 dialysis center. These services are in the town of Louisa and the town of Mineral. There are 2 retail businesses that offer pharmacy services. They are Walgreens and CVS Pharmacy. And these are centrally located in the town of Louisa. For Louisa residents, there is also the Louisa County Health Department, which provides a wide range of public health services. If anyone in the county needs help with mental health, substance abuse, and/or developmental disabilities, there is Region 10's Louisa Counseling Center. This center provides a variety of services to individuals of all ages who need help with mental health, substance abuse, or developmental disability concerns. Louisa County Department of Human Services offers social welfare programs. They provide resources for adult protective services, child and family services, housing, child care, and energy assistance, and health insurance coverage. The Department of Human Services also have programs to help refugee resettlement and reentry for previously incarcerated individuals. For the aging population, there is Louisa County Commission on Aging and JABA. These services provide support and inform the community about aging services. The Town of Louisa Police Department and the Louisa County Sheriff's Department are well equipped and provide the community with all policing services. The county's divisions include patrol, investigation, special operations, and animal control. There are 8 fire and 4 rescue stations in the county if residents have an emergency and need first responders. They provide basic life support, advanced life support, and fire response to all types of emergencies that impact the county. Firefighting and emergency response in Louisa County consists of a combination of career and volunteer providers. For recreation, there is a variety of recreational programs and facilities for Louisa County residents. The Parks and Recreations Department sponsors a variety of athletic and fitness programs, special interest classes for children and adults, and an after-school recreation program, trips, and several special events throughout the year. The Betty Queen Intergenerational Center houses many of the department's programs. In this facility, there is a teen center, gym, and several rooms which may be rented for meetings and social gatherings. On the property, there is also the Louisa County Aquatics Facility, a playground with picnic pavilions, a fitness trail, and a disc golf course. Across Louisa County, there are several community parks, picnic tables and shelters, walking trails, playground equipment, basketball courts, and tennis courts and pickleball courts for youth and adults. At the 6 school facilities, residents also have access to these facilities. There is also Lake Anna. Lake Anna, located on the county's northern border, is approximately 17 miles long, containing 13,000 acres of clean water for boating and fishing. It is also home to the 2,000-acre Lake Anna State Park. For those who like to golf, there is Spring Creek Golf Course, located in the western part of Louisa County, which is an 18-hole public golf course. Louisa also has a local library. It is a part of the Charlottesville-based Jefferson Madison Regional Library. It is centrally located on Route 22 between Louisa and Mineral in the high school area. On my drive out, There were no political signs. However, this graph shows how Louisa County residents voted in the 2020 presidential election. To keep Louisa citizens informed, they have the option of getting the weekly newspaper, as it is published every Thursday, called the Central Virginian. It covers all aspects of life in the Louisa and Lake Anna area, covering everything from city and county government to school news, sports, business development, and more. A subscription to the newspaper can be purchased for a fee, or individual copies can be purchased at area stores. It is offered online and in print. There is also Louisa Life, a monthly free publication for Louisa citizens. It is found in stores and newspaper boxes throughout the county. The Informed Citizen is a monthly newsletter for Louisa residents. It offers updates from departments including Parks, Recreation and Tourism, Community Development, General Services, the Animal Shelter, and Administration. It is available in print and online. Louisa also has Lake Anna Connections, a quarterly magazine and business directory that serves the Lake Anna area of Louisa County. This is also available online and in print. Louisa has a Leisure Times brochure. This helps to inform Louisa residents of recreational programs and event happenings. It is part of the Louisa County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. This publication can be found throughout the area at the local library and area businesses. Many residents also use social media outlets such as Facebook, Instagram, and others to stay informed about happenings in the county. There are a variety of businesses in Louisa County, as well as local restaurants that offer many different flavors from Asian, Italian, American, and Mexican. There are 3 grocery stores. 2 of them are Food Line, and the other is a local one named Miller's Market. Some other businesses that were seen during my drive were automotive and mechanic shops, heating and air businesses, gas stations such as Exxon, BP, and Sheetz, discount variety stores such as Dollar General, Family Dollar, and Dollar Tree, other locally owned hair salons, banks such as Wells Fargo, Truist, hardware stores such as True Value, law offices, and boutique shops are just to name a few of others that were seen. In the far west part of the Louisa, known as Zion Crossroads, there is a Walmart, Lowe's, and other fast food chains. The employment in Louisa Some of the major employers in Louisa are Food Lion, the Louisa Public Schools, Louisa County Government, Tridem Filter Corporation, Tractor Supply, McDonald's, Hardee's, Walgreens, Advance Auto, and AutoZone. According to Data USA, for Louisa, the largest industries are in healthcare and social assistance, educational services, and retail trade. The highest paying industries are utilities, mining, quarrying, oil and gas extraction, and real estate. Louisa County median household income is $70,974. This graph shows a growth of income for Louisa residents from the previous year's value of $67,027. The employment rate in Louisa County, according to the U.S. Census, was 57.3% compared to the employment rate of Virginia as a whole of 61.0%. Analyzing the data collected, Louisa has quite a few strengths. A snapshot of Louisa from County Health Ranking shows that Louisa is ranked 60 of 133 ranked counties in Virginia. The areas of strength are less children in poverty and in single-parent households, mammography screenings, vaccinations, and a variety of food places for services. There are also a variety of businesses for the area, and economic development is growing. However, Louisa could do much better in some other areas. The areas of weakness were adult smoking, adult obesity, ratio of primary care physicians to residents, and obtaining higher education. I interviewed a homeschool group of mothers at the local library. I asked what some of their health concerns and issues about the county were. Access to emergency or urgent care services was a main issue. On the louisacounty.gov website, it says, and I quote, there are several quality healthcare providers, including family practitioners and dentists. It also mentions there are 5 full-service medical facilities in neighboring counties to serve Louisa. They are Martha Jefferson Hospital, the University of Virginia Health System, Mary Washington Hospital, Spotsylvania Regional Hospital, and Culpeper Regional Hospital. But many of the mothers said that getting to these facilities could possibly take anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes. So having a facility closer could handle in an urgent situation would be helpful and is much needed. I brought this concern to the Director of Economic Development. During my interview with him, he said,
your timing couldn't be any better. If you could read that email right now. I'm emailing the president of Martha Jefferson Centera about this very issue.
Oh, wow.
Right now. But just to give you, we had them almost to the point of signing an agreement, probably 4 or 5 years ago, to locate one at Lake Anna.
Okay.
That's really where our aging population is, retirees and things of that nature. And we did a doodle poll, and again, same results came back. Highly needed, highly wanted in that area, and we were like that close. And we've dealt with some other urgent care providers since then. Never been able to gain the same traction we did with Martha Jefferson. But anyway, so I'm now trying to restart that process, and I think some of the data and demographics have changed out there, and what I mean by that is we now have more permanent residents than we did at that time, which is good. Urgent care is just like any other business. Volumes what makes the business go. And that's rooftops, and that's traffic counts and visibility and things of that nature. So yes, it is very important to us. We are, again, like I said, reaching out to these folks now, not just Martha Jefferson Terra, but other urgent care providers that like Patient First and things of that nature. And we might be at the point where we're going to send out an invitation or a request for proposals to maybe onboard a team, an outside firm that will help us identify whether or not what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, with regard to being able to attract one of those type businesses to the area. So yes, it is on our radar, and it's always been on our radar. It's just, do we check all the boxes that they require in order?
Statistical data shows the ratio of residents to primary care providers is 9,530 to 1. There are just not enough primary care providers for the residents of Louisa County. So a nursing diagnosis for the Louisa County community based upon this concern would be risk of ineffective health maintenance due to inadequate number of healthcare services. Not having an adequate number of healthcare services or access to healthcare affects the quality of life, life expectancy, treatment of diseases and chronic illnesses, and health status of individuals. It can also overwhelm the current healthcare system. Access to healthcare is important. According to the authors of the report, Healthcare Utilization as a Proxy in Disability Determination, they stated, access to healthcare is defined as having timely use of personal health services to achieve the best possible health outcome. Access requires gaining entry into the healthcare system, getting access to sites of care where patients can receive needed services, and finding providers who meet the needs of patients. The Department of Virginia stated, simply put, access to healthcare means that everyone has the ability to find the type of healthcare services that they need, when they need it, and are able to pay for those services. Interventions for the nursing diagnosis would be 1. Address physician shortages. The recruitment of more healthcare providers would be to provide financial incentives for healthcare professionals. Authors Arden and others stated, in response to physician shortages, a variety of programs and incentives have been implemented to recruit and retain physicians in rural areas. However, less is known about the types and structures of incentives that are offered in rural areas and how that compares to physician shortages. While there are health care services available in the community, if an urgent non-emergency medical event should occur, residents would have to either use EMS services or drive a minimum of 30 minutes to a medical facility. The use of mobile clinics could be an option in providing access to health care. In my email correspondence with the nurse from the health department, this was a suggestion. This would address when a resident is unable to get to an appointment with a provider. The firefighter I interviewed said that EMS services is used as a primary care at times to get to the ER. Another solution would be an urgent care facility to accommodate the population for urgent non-emergency medical events. Having this facility would help the EMS services so they would be able to respond to another medical emergency. This would also eliminate long commutes to emergency rooms and decrease the strain on already overwhelmed healthcare system.
I mean, that's a rough one because we have such a range in economics here, right? We have the lake that's got second and third homes and vacation properties, and we got the less fortunate that are living in trailer parks. I mean, the biggest thing is that access to primary care, right? Like even for us, it's hard. I mean, try to get a family care doctor now, it takes months or years to get in and get an appointment. So I mean, that's the biggest thing I see. EMS is used a lot as a primary means of primary care to get to the ER. So that would be my biggest thing I've seen.
Okay.
In conclusion, from this Windshield survey community assessment, I was able to assess my community, analyze the data about it, come to a community diagnosis, and define solutions to help the community with their concern. My community needs adequate healthcare access for its residents that is closer to the area. This will lessen the strain on EMS services and will aid in responsible economic growth. The solutions came about by having a conversation with residents, a health department RN, a firefighter, and a director of economic development. Louisa County officials are aware of the concern and are taking steps to come to a solution as quickly as possible. Thank you for listening and watching. Thank you also to the participants who I spoke with for this Windshield survey, a community assessment. Thank you.